Here with a preview is Sean Spicer. He's the Chief Strategist and Communications Director for the Republican National Committee. Good morning, Sean. Great to see you.
Good morning.
I read that you said every single one of these debates takes 5 years off my life in terms of negotiations, and last night sounds like it was no different. What went wrong with the green rooms?
Nothing went wrong. It's all good. We're here at the Coors Event Center in Boulder. It's an absolutely unbelievable facility, but obviously it's used for sporting events. We've got 14 amazing candidates who are going to take the stage tonight. And so when you have 14 people, you have to utilize every piece of real estate that's here. That's changing rooms, training rooms, locker rooms, referee rooms. And so this is not like going to a facility where you can have identical rooms. And some of them didn't like the size or whatever. We worked through the night. The team at the RNC found new rooms, got everybody happy, and so we're good to go. We're ready to focus on the debate tonight. Let
me just show our viewers who missed the negotiations some of the pictures. Rand Paul was not happy because on the left is Carly Fiorina's green room. It has a jacuzzi in it. On the right is Rand Paul's green room that looks like a jail cell. Then he tweeted out the next one was Trump's green room, which looks like a beautiful, flat screen TV, a home theater it looks like. And then on the right you see Rand Paul's toilet. Basically, you see a nice shot of that. And then here's the piece de resistance. Marco Rubio's green room, he said, was an actual theater. So Rand Paul was upset about these accommodations, as you point out, and then this is what the RNC ultimately came up with, and that's the green room that you ended the night by giving him. It is much more spacious. Wow, Sean, there is a lot that goes into these debates.
That's right, but that's what we as a party want to do. Chairman Reince Priebus set out earlier this cycle to really get the party involved, to advocate for our candidates. So something as minor as this, we sit there, the team at the RNC works through the night to make sure that our candidates have what they need so that they can focus on the debate and lay out their vision for America. But those are the kind of things that go behind the scenes.
Okay, let's talk about the ever-changing trends in terms of all of the Republican candidates and what we might see tonight. This is the latest national poll trends. This is from the New York Times, and it shows what's happened with Carson, who has seen a pretty meteoric rise over the past, basically 3 to 4 months. Trump, as you can see, just now dipping slightly for the first time. Rubio slowly climbing. Jeb Bush up and down. Carly Fiorina, as you know, has done well after the debates. So what do you think we're going to see tonight?
Well, I think obviously tonight's debate is focused on the economy and jobs, talking about how to put people back to work. And so each of those candidates lays out their vision. Again, I think you're going to see more volatility in the next 95 days leading up to the Iowa caucuses. When people become more and more focused, tonight's our third debate, really start to engage more in the process, look at their candidates, who they think is best for them or represents in the Republican process. I think, you're going to have more of that churn. But that's generally how the process has worked historically, and I don't think this year will be any different.
Donald Trump will still be in center stage because he's still leading the sort of, when you crunch all the numbers together, of the polls. We've recently heard how Jeb Bush's family, in particular former President George H.W. Bush, is feeling about this campaign and the campaign that Donald Trump has launched. Let me read to you what he has said, according to the New York Times. Jeb Bush's brother Neil has vented privately about how bad Mr. Trump is for the country, and their father has been highly irritated by Mr. Trump's ridicule. He is throwing shoes at the TV when his son gets attacked and insulted by our favorite candidate. Jeb Bush using some sarcasm there. So what do you think is going to happen tonight, Sean, in terms of Donald Trump's tone and whether or not he will go after the other candidates as we've seen in the past debates?
Far be it from me to predict what Donald Trump or any of the candidates going to do tonight. I think each of them is going to come with their own strategy and figure out how to advance their campaign. But look, as to your previous comment, that's the natural feeling of any family. I think if your wife or your husband, father, daughter, really was invested in your campaign for president, they're going to feel passionately about all of the candidates and their desire to win. And any candidate that's taking potshots at them, they're going to not like as much.
All right, Sean, we will be watching tonight. Let's hope you get some rest and relaxation tomorrow after all of this. Thanks so much for taking time for New Day.
There's plenty of time. We got a full 12 days until the next one. So we're ready to go.
There you go. Don't rest on your laurels. Thanks, Sean. All right, so what's your take?